Hi everyone, Emma McAdam here. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, and today I want to share with you something that has really shifted the way I think about mental health, healing, and trauma. Recently, I finished reading a book called Moving Beyond Trauma by Eileen Smith. And honestly, it's one of those books that stays with you. It made me pause, reflect, and rethink one of the biggest overlooked aspects of mental health: our nervous system. Most people assume that mental health is all in your head. It's about your thoughts, your mindset, your psychology. But here's the truth: your nervous system, whether it's regulated or dysregulated, has a massive impact on your mental health. And until we understand this connection, many people will continue to feel stuck in cycles of depression, anxiety, or trauma symptoms. This approach, called Somatic Experiencing, is an emerging therapy that focuses on healing through the body, not just the mind. It's especially powerful for trauma, but it also helps with anxiety, depression, and even physical health conditions that come from stress. And in this video, I want to walk you through the key ideas from the book, the science behind why traditional talk therapy often fails, and how you can start tapping into your body's wisdom to heal. But before we dive in, a quick reminder: I've put together a bunch of online courses to help you strengthen your brain, your coping skills, and your mental health. I'm moving those from Udemy over to Teachable, so you can find all the links in the description below. I have courses on neuroplasticity, coping skills, and even one for families on how to support loved ones with mental illness. If you're interested in going deeper, make sure to check those out. Alright, let's get into the heart of this topic. The core idea of Somatic Experiencing, Eileen Smith's main message, is this: you can train your nervous system to move through pain, grief, and anxiety with grace and resilience. Now that might sound abstract at first, so let me share her story. When her husband died suddenly, she was confronted with overwhelming grief. For most people, such a loss is crushing. It completely shuts you down. And yet she was able not only to feel her pain, but also to allow moments of joy to emerge, even in the week following his death. How? Because she had trained her body, not just her mind, through the practice of somatic experiencing. She had learned how to regulate her nervous system. This is the key difference. She didn't avoid her pain. She didn't overthink it. She didn't bypass it. She let her body guide her through grief. And that made it possible to survive the pain without being shattered by it. Why talk therapy sometimes fails: traditional Western psychology is often focused on thoughts, on analyzing the past, telling your story, finding meaning through talking. And while that can be helpful for many, for others it actually backfires. Because here's what happens: by constantly retelling your trauma, you may actually re-trigger it. By focusing only on thoughts, you might stay stuck in avoidance loops. You may never actually tap into the body's wisdom where trauma is stored. Here's the big shift: your nervous system does not function through thoughts, it functions through feelings. And by feelings, I don't just mean emotions like sadness or anger. I mean sensations, physical signals. Think about it: anger isn't just a thought. It's heat in your face, tension in your muscles, that rush of energy in your chest. Depression isn't just a low mood, it's exhaustion, heaviness, sometimes even physical pain. These are signals from your body, clues about what's happening deep inside your nervous system. And the part of the brain that processes these reactions isn't the cortex, the thinking brain. It's the deeper, older, faster part of the brain, the survival system. This is why talk alone can't reach it. Trauma gets stuck beneath words. The nervous system and trauma. Let's break this down with a bit of brain science. Your brain has three main layers: the cortex, your thinking, rational, logical brain; the limbic system, your emotional brain, where feelings and memories live; the brainstem survival system, your fight, flight, freeze center, ancient and lightning fast. When you go through trauma, your survival system flips on. Your nervous system kicks into high gear. It's an adaptive response. Your body believes you're in danger. The problem comes when you get stuck there. Instead of moving back into balance, your nervous system stays trapped in that high alert mode. You start to see danger everywhere. You're overwhelmed easily. You either lash out, fight, run away, flight, or shut down, freeze, And when you live in that state chronically, your body never gets to rest. Your immune system can't do its job. Your digestion suffers. You're flooded with stress hormones. Over time, this leads to anxiety, depression, and even physical illness. The fight, flight, freeze response to your nervous system is more than just your brain. It runs through your whole body. The peripheral nervous system is constantly scanning for danger and safety. When something stressful happens, here's what takes place. Fight, flight, freeze activates. Your body sounds the alarm. There's danger. You prepare to respond. Heart rate goes up, muscles tense, adrenaline flows. You resolve the threat. In a healthy cycle, the body returns to calm through the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode. But here's the problem. Most of us interrupt that natural cycle. Instead of letting our bodies process the experience, we suppress it, we distract, we overthink, we push emotions down. Or society tells us, oh, don't cry, don't feel that, just move on. So the cycle doesn't finish. The survival energy stays stuck, and that keeps us trapped. Somatic experiencing offers a different path. Instead of suppressing emotions, we create space for them. We allow sensations. We listen to the body. This gives the nervous system permission to complete its cycle, to come back to safety. To heal. A real-life example, Kathy's story. Eileen Smith shares a story about a woman named Kathy. Kathy had been abused as a child and later entered into another abusive relationship as an adult. After years of stress, she was chronically in a survival mode. She couldn't identify a single safe place in her life. Her brain was wired to see threats everywhere. She lived in constant fear, scanning for danger, unable to rest. Eventually, this chronic stress developed into depression. Her body and mind were simply exhausted. Through somatic experiencing, here's what happened. She learned to identify safe places in her life. She was guided through body-based practices to calm her stress response. She processed old sensations and memories by allowing her body to move, sometimes even rocking, just like a baby calms down when rocked. She did breathing exercises, grounding practices, and body work. She strengthened relationships with her kids, got a puppy, and made space for joy. As her nervous system healed, her depression lifted. Her body even healed physically. Her digestive problems disappeared once her fight, flight, freeze response was turned off. Bottom-up healing, this is what makes somatic experiencing so powerful. It's a bottom-up approach. Instead of starting with thoughts, top down, you start with the body. You calm the body first, and then the mind follows. This is the opposite of what many of us have been taught. But it works because your nervous system sets the foundation for your mental health. A simple practice you can try right now. Let's try one quick exercise together. Look at the screen you're watching this on. Notice the outline. Expand your awareness to the room around you. What do you see? Notice your body. If you're sitting, feel your feet on the ground. Feel the chair holding you up. Notice your breath. Is it deep or shallow? Close your eyes. Pay attention to your face muscles. Are they tense or relaxed? The goal here is not to change anything. It's simply to notice, because the first step in healing is awareness. Your body is constantly speaking to you through sensations. And when you learn to listen, you unlock the ability to regulate your nervous system to move from chaos back to calm. Final thoughts. So here's my biggest takeaway from Eileen Smith's book. When we suppress our body's signals, when we rush past emotions or push them down, we make ourselves sick. But when we slow down, listen, and allow our nervous system to complete its natural cycles, we give ourselves a chance to heal. And healing isn't just about reducing symptoms. It's about expanding our capacity for joy, connection, and resilience. Your body already knows how to heal. Somatic experiencing is about getting out of your head and back into your body so you can finally move beyond trauma. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I hope this was helpful, and if you'd like to learn more, check out my playlist on grounding skills and anxiety techniques. They're filled with practical exercises you can start using today. Take care of yourself, and remember, your body holds the key.